All right, match 5, game 1. This is Soulherder, and I'm going over after the fact how the game went with the record function, and yeah, I kept this hand. I remember feeling like I kind of wished I could always have Aether Vial. I think all Merfolk players feel that way, but the hand does stuff. Can't exactly complain. And yeah, here I go for the Lord of Atlantis, and just cycle away some of these repeals. They're a little awkward. I think I'm going to go back to Brazen Borrower. I mean, I think we see in this game that repeal might have arguably been better, but the thing is, Brazen Borrower is just a lot less clunky when you don't have Aether Vial. That's the thing. A repeal is a lot better when you have Aether Vial, in my opinion. Not always, but usually. But I think Brazen Borrower is good enough when you don't have Aether Vial. Good, it's better enough without Aether Vial to justify it. Um, yeah, I don't know that there's that much to say about this matchup. I mean, I try to play it patiently. You know, I play, yeah, here I decided to play the Merfolk Trickster on the Ice Fang Quaddle, because this gives me a free block on the Coiling Oracle, and I do have the Dismember available to get the Quaddle the next turn. Yeah, and here I have quite the nice attack lined up, and the opponent just scoops. So yeah, I'll record the next game now, or I'll record the next replay, and yeah, let's see how that goes. All right, match 5, game 2, and yeah, again, Soulherder. Soulherder is I think it seems like Soulherder is a good matchup, because it seems kind of like what Devoted Devastation would be like if they didn't actually play a combo that won instantly. Which is that I feel like a lot of times we can kind of ignore a lot of what they're doing and just go for an Island Walk win, which I think is more or less what happens this game. Yeah, this time there wasn't like some kind of technical difficulty with the recording, but just I got a phone call. It kind of messed up the commentary. So yeah, nice to have this replay function, definitely. So yeah, nothing, none of what they're doing is particularly that scary. The opponent does make an interesting decision here not to protect their Ice Fang Quaddle from colorless and just lets it die. I guess they could have been worried about a Dismember, although the Dismember would have been live against Giver of Runes anyway. So probably I'm guessing the opponent was maybe used to Mother of Runes from Legacy, and forgets that this is actually better than Mother of Runes in at least some way, in the sense that it can give protection for colorless. At the end of the day, though, I don't think that really makes that big of a difference, because the Quaddle doesn't really change much once it gets rid of the Copter. I mean, it doesn't actually change the equation. Yeah, so they see here, yeah, I basically set myself up so next turn I'm going to win. Basically, I can play another Master Violin, another Lord of Atlantis. They have the removal to 1. If I remember correctly, I don't think they have any more removal spells. They blink something, but they don't actually get another removal spell. And 2 pumps for each the Mutavault and the Silvergill Adept are lethal. And yeah, I remember feeling like, yeah, it may have been a mistake to leave Spreading Seas in, but kind of nice that we can afford to win this matchup with sort of a dead card rotting in our hand. Or not dead, but like a less than optimal card. Yep, and I think this is around where the... Well, actually, I forget when the phone call happened, but anyway. Yeah, I think nicer to just finish it off going over by recording, rather than I could have just like well, anyway. Yeah, I don't think there's much to say here, but for completion's sake, just thought I'd record these matches. Not much. Yeah, it's hard to evaluate Soulherder, because obviously we can't necessarily stop a lot of the value generation they make. On the other hand, maybe it's just this game, but from what I remember too, I don't think most of the value generation that Soulherder generates actually threatens us that much. It's almost kind of like we're the combo deck of sorts, because it's like the combo is assemble a critical mass of Merfolk, and Island Walking Lords, and combo off that way, sort of, And in that regard, it feels like they're kind of lacking in disruption against our combo. It anyway. Could just partially be the way this game played out. I have in the past, I think, sometimes had them have multiple Path to Exiles. They keep rebuying them with Eternal Witness. So yeah, there could be that too. Although these Yorion versions, I think, make that less likely because the deck has to be diluted to 80 cards. Well, anyway, interesting games, sort of. Maybe not really, but just thought I'd record these for completion's sake. All right.